Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. A man has caught his wife red-handed. That is why they said every day for the thief and one day for the owner. Sometimes people keep doing things unknown to them that one day you may be caught when you least expect. There is a video I'll be leaving behind. And in this video, you're going to see where a man walked in on his wife feeding her own alleged lover in her matrimonial home. How shameful can this be? How embarrassing can this be? The wife was seen fidgeting. She was just afraid at one corner of the sitting room as the husband walked in on them. And the man continuously disclosed that the meeting confirms all he has been hearing about his wife because people kept on telling him that his wife has been cheating on him. But sometimes you would not walk by hearsay until you have caught the person red-handed. And when situations like this arise, it's difficult for you to believe at that time, especially when you trust your spouse a lot. And then you hear people telling you this kind of a thing. At that time, it's heartbreaking. You would feel so bad that this is someone you think the person loves you, or this is someone that you trust and you live with under the same roof. But unknown to you that what you're feeling for your spouse, the spouse don't feel the same thing for you. And it's disheartening when you know that that person is even cheating on you. But in situations like this, what some people will do is rather than walk with hearsay or walk with what people have been saying, they would prefer to get the person red-handed. Either they sneak on their spouse at the time they feel this action is taking place, or they would lie and tell the wife, I'm going to a particular place at a particular time. I may be back that day or I may not be back. And that kind of a statement is you're indirectly giving your spouse enough room to plan their activity for the day. And unknown to your spouse that all of this is a planned work and you're only doing that to give her time to arrange with whoever she has been having an affair with. And to make matters worse, as the wife alleged lover even ignored the woman's husband when he walked in on them, the man was actually eating. You could see the man comfortably eating. And as the husband even entered and said, oh, so you brought in your lover. So what people have been saying is true. The guy didn't even bother that the husband had come in. He just sat down there and was still eating. Guys, what do you think would have led to the man behave like this? Ordinarily, is that man not supposed to stand up out of fear and figure a way to escape because he knows that fire is already on the mountain? But he relaxed himself like he was the owner of the house or he owned the woman. You would think that he is the husband and the one standing and talking is the boyfriend. It's very shocking to see that this man didn't even move an inch. But you could see that the husband did not take it lightly. He pushed the food away, and that was where the fight started from there. For this man to have acted the way he acted by ignoring this woman's husband, obviously, it's either this wife had talked down about her husband to this her alleged lover. Probably she has made comments to the man like he's a good for nothing man, he's a useless man and all of that, or I'm the one feeding him. He's just not good at all. He's of no use to me in this house. Or she may have referred to him as maybe he's her houseboy, or probably she married him, or that's her house and she's the one keeping him. Comments like that would make the man not to even have regard for the husband. The man would feel, who is this one to talk to me? Are you man enough? There are words that you would say about someone that you bring the person down to nothing. And that could be the case in this situation now. Because how can a man of the house come in and walk into the boyfriend or the lover of his own wife when this man is meant to be apologizing to the husband and either saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know she was married." In some situations, some men would say that just to cover themselves up and for the man not to fall or bounce on them. Some people will say, "She never told me she was married. She said she's single," or "She said you're divorced." That may be all lies, but just for him to escape the hands of the husband. No man will sit down and watch the husband of the lover come in and he will just sit down there. There are so many situations, so many videos I've actually posted where the husband walked in on the wife, caught her red-handed. And the man in question, you see him kneeling down begging the husband, "Please forgive me. I didn't know what I was doing." Even when the man is bouncing on him and hitting him, he doesn't even fight back. Some men don't fight back because they know they are guilty. Why would you come and start having an affair with a married woman? This lover can't tell me that he didn't know this woman was married. Probably she might have even lied to him and she might have said she's divorced. The man is no longer her husband. They don't live together. And then for the man to just come in and he's telling the wife in the presence of her lover that, "Oh, you've now brought in your lover, so what they've been saying is true." See how some women can just embarrass themselves. You could see her standing there at the corner of the house in shame. She was so ashamed of herself that she didn't even know what to do. Is it to run away or to just keep standing there? She has been caught red-handed, so there was just nothing she could do about it. You know, there is this thing that when someone walks in on you doing something that you know it's bad, because of shame, you are frozen. You can't even move your legs because at that time you don't even know what to do. You know you're guilty of every accusation against you at that time. That was how this woman felt. And that other man felt like the boss of the house and sat down there and just kept on eating. Who would even do that in the first place? But that is to say that the whole affair between the wife and her alleged lover had gone very far, or had gone to the point that her own husband didn't even mean anything to the man anymore. Probably they were even planning to get married, or they have made plans for themselves, and the plan didn't include the husband, in the sense that the husband was not in the picture. He's seen like a nobody, and that was how this man looked at the husband, like a nobody. Not until the man now decided to attack him in that place, sitting down in his own house and eating. But why are some people like this? Okay, you've made up your mind to cheat. Out of all the places, you decided that you would bring your lover to your own matrimonial home. No respect or fear for your own husband. No regards for him at all. You made up your mind that it's in your house you're going to sit down, cook for him and feed him. If you feel you want to act like a wife to your alleged lover, why don't you go to his own house and cook for him and feed him there? Instead, you decided that it's your own matrimonial home. You want to show him that you are a good wife or you are a good woman to be kept in the house. You know, that is how some of them are. They want their lover to see them that they are the best. Probably they are planning to move out of the house. So these are the qualities they want to exhibit to the new lover so that he would decide to take them in as their new wife. This is a height of disrespect in any marriage. When a man or a woman who is having extramarital affair decides to bring that act into the matrimonial home, that is a no-no, and that is a very big abomination, because you've already committed yourself to somebody. You have said, "I do." You've exchanged marital vows. You've been living with this person, even if it's for just 1 month, so long as you are pronounced husband and wife. Bringing another man into the house, some people will call it sacrilege, because you're defiling what you have called a home, what you've called marriage. You've broken that commitment, that vow. And you know, vows broken are very, very dangerous. When you break matrimonial vows like this, it has a way of affecting the person one way or the other. Why do you have to carry your lover to your matrimonial home? That is to say that this woman doesn't even have any atom of respect for her husband. She doesn't have any regards for him at all. For the fact that she's acting all scared and she's ashamed of herself, she didn't have respect enough to know that this shouldn't happen in her matrimonial home. And there is no act of infidelity that is justified. No matter how bad you described your spouse to be, or no matter how horrible you think your spouse is, so long as you are not divorced, extramarital affair is seen as an abomination because you have a faithful husband out there or a faithful wife, but you chose to go outside and have fun with other men or other women. And that is not enough for you. You decided that that outside space is too small. You should add up by bringing the person into your home. Where is the respect for marriage? Where is the regards for your home, for your husband? I usually say this often when situations like this arise. Something must have led a man or a woman to go out there. Either you would say your husband is neglecting you in the house, or he is not carrying out his duties as a husband, and for that reason, you are going outside. That is not enough reason for you to go outside. You are not justified for that. And if you feel that your husband is lacking in some aspects and is not meeting up as a husband of the house, then you communicate with him. Sometimes your spouse may not even know that you're going through any pain because you've not made any utterance or you've not voiced out, you've not spoken up for the person to hear you. And then your own assumption, you feel this person knows what he is doing, is deliberate, and then for that reason you want a payback or you want to hurt this person. And in the process of trying to hurt the person, you destroy your marriage. Communicate. That's why this word communication is very important in a relationship. Once you communicate with your spouse, then your spouse will understand what you are feeling or what you're going through. Then when you've communicated and the person doesn't listen, that's when you involve a third party. A third party should not just be any random person you feel you can talk to and the person would advise you based on his or her own feeling. No. You have places you could go to. You could seek counseling. You could meet your religious leaders. You could go to your church leaders, talk to them. You can meet your family members. Either your wife's family member, you meet them, talk to them that this is what's happening, or your husband's family member, communicate with them. Cheating should never be a solution to whatever you feel is happening in your marriage. Cheating on your spouse had already made you a guilty person, even if your spouse is wrong in some aspect. But for the fact that you've gone out there to cheat on your spouse has already made you the most guilty person. Husbands, wives, respect this thing you call marriage. This marital vow you've taken, you should respect it. Bringing your lover into the house is even the worst thing any spouse should do, whether it's the man or the woman. If things are going wrong in your marriage, it's not a guarantee for you to or carry out an act of infidelity. It has broken a lot of homes. Some people decide they will do it outside their matrimonial home without their spouse finding out. But always remember there's nothing hidden under the sun. No matter how long you think you will cheat on your spouse and the person will not find out, don't be so sure about that because definitely one day it will come out in the open. And it may come out in the open in a disgraceful way, in a way you didn't expect. You can see this man. He has been hearing rumors. People have been telling him about his wife. I know there's one thing again people fail to understand. Remember, as you're sneaking in and out with your lover, people are watching. You may feel you want to drive to a distant place where nobody know you. How are you sure that is everybody in that area that don't know you? And this man played it very neat. He didn't take actions into his hands when he heard the rumors or when people told him about his wife's infidelity. No, he decided to play it smart. On this fateful day, he left at the normal time that he would leave and his wife would come home with the lover. He knew that that was the routine because he had already been told. And so for him to confirm the rumors or what he's been told was for him to plan it neatly and walk in on the wife and her lover. And that was exactly what this man did. And how did it turn out? It confirmed the rumor that he had been hearing. And this is the best way to play it. Not just taking the laws into your hands when someone had spoken to you about your spouse and letting you know that this spouse is cheating on you. Don't just bounce on the person and attack the person when you don't even have a proof. At that time, you'll be the guilty person because you don't have any proof. Whatever you're saying is just mere comment. But with this now, you can see that these days, technology has made things very easy. The husband don't need to even come and explain to anybody. Just watching the video alone and hearing him from the background openly telling his wife, you're bringing your lover into the house. So all that people have been saying is true, has said it all. So posting this thing online now has already exonerated the man from any act of people pointing fingers at him and saying, how are you sure you're not accusing her falsely? This has proved it otherwise. So if you're out there, probably you have been told that your spouse, either the husband or the wife, is cheating on either of them. Maybe you're out there and you've heard rumors either your wife is cheating on you or your husband is cheating on you. Or someone has met you one on one and told you that this is what has been happening. Then hear from the person very well. Map out your strategies well. So you get the person red-handed. Because sometimes some people out there are just out to break your home. And they may meet you and tell you your spouse is cheating on you. Meanwhile, your spouse may not be cheating on you. And then you will now bounce on your spouse and say, you are cheating on me, or you start off a fight. And in the end, you find out that it was all rumors. And maybe you have done something horrible to your spouse. At that time, it may be too late for you to correct whatever actions you've taken. So please don't be in a hurry to react based on rumors or based on what you have heard. Always know that sometimes some people may only want to destroy your home. That is what some people are out there to do. And then think about it and say, okay, take what they've told you. It's up to you now to map out your plans well on how to get your spouse red-handed. So once you've had your evidence, then your spouse have nothing to lie against or to cover up. But once you don't have evidence and you bounce on your spouse, you should know that you may be the one to lose that fight because you don't have anything against the person. Just coming to tell the person, I heard this or I was told this. What's your proof? Some people are so smart that they cover their lines very well. You can't find out anything. Some men have stayed in the house, yes, cheating on their wives without their wives finding out because some know how to play it neatly. Likewise, some women, they've been cheating on their husbands for years and their husband didn't even know because they covered it up very neat. But once you have been told about their cheating activities and then you map out your strategy well, no matter how long this person think he or she can deceive you, once you have mapped out your plan and you execute it neatly, then you will get the person red-handed. Please, if you're out there, you're cheating on your husband or your wife, you better stop. Always remember that every day is for the thief. You'll be enjoying yourself, but one day is for the owner. And there is nothing hidden under the sun. No matter how long it will take, one day you will definitely be caught in the act. Please seek for help. If you feel your marriage is failing, instead of cheating would only worsen situations for your home. There are different helplines. There are different organizations that help broken homes. There are different places you can go. I would always repeat this. Go to your various religious leaders. Go to your church leaders. or seek counseling, or meet a therapist. These are different avenues for you to help your broken home or a home that is about to break. Don't contribute to destroying your marriage. Try to seek for help. Friends, what do you all think? I'll be leaving the video behind so that you can also watch and hear how this man reacted and see how he also reacted to his wife's act of infidelity. Please, after watching the video, if you have anything to say, go put that down at the comment section. No man or woman, no husband or wife is justified for an act of infidelity. Seek for help to mend your marriage rather than going out there to have fun with someone else that is not your husband or your wife. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please don't forget to hit on the like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.
So now you the kind of music guys. Now the man this way the kind of music guys, you know to so. So no all waiting they be they talk beyond not true. So waiting they be they talk beyond not true. So it's surprise Now you they come, they can't sit down and you also they eat food. Now me pala. What they eat? What?